But right off the bat, we have a great guest to introduce, Maureen.
That's right. We've got Dawn Burnham, who is the Assistant Town Clerk for the town of Essex, and she's also the Essex Bicentennial Chairman. So,
Thank you.
welcome, Dawn. I would suggest that you just hold this very close, like that.
So the cars don't get in the way.
Yeah, just so we can hear what you're saying.
Okay.
So, thank you so much. This is a big year in Essex. Of course, it's your
It is.
bicentennial.
Yes.
And as the chairman, what are you doing, or what's coming up? What's the?
Well, we've been
Give us a
working on
scoop.
this for 5 years. There's about 20 people that have been meeting once a month for 5 years working on it. We've already had an ice cream social kickoff, which you covered very nicely. And, sorry, green-headed my
Green
ear.
heads.
And the next event is we're going to rededicate the ancient cemetery, which is down on Main Street behind the Shipbuilding Museum. And
And how ancient is that?
there
Is
are revolutionary
Oh.
people buried, soldiers buried there.
So it goes
they'll
up going back
1770s.
Yes,
1770s?
they'll be reading their names. John Wise, who was one of Essex's famous citizens back
Yes,
then,
right, of
is
course.
buried there.
Yeah.
And the Daughters of the American Revolution have a very set program that they do, and it's really nice.
Cool.
That's
They'll be doing
great.
that.
And you've got some fireworks coming
The
up.
biggest part of the whole celebration is coming up on the 9th and 10th of August. And we have a huge fireworks display that Andrew Spinney and his wife have donated the money for. Biggest thing that we need to get out to the public is the parking lot behind the bank and the fire station and way down back for the boats. All of that is going to be closed the whole day because they're going to be in there setting up the fireworks, so we can't have people in and out of the park.
So where do people go?
They're going to have to get creative.
That sounds like Essex.
This is a walking
Essex
community. We should
Yes.
point that out.
Yes, we don't have a lot of parking, so it's going to be interesting. The night of the fireworks, people can park up at the school. We've got permission to open that up so that people
That's
can
great.
park up there and then walk down
Yeah.
to the fireworks. We also have food trucks coming, and we'll have some music from
Nice.
5 to 8
Wow.
before the fireworks.
It's a real festival.
It is. It's going to be
Yeah.
wonderful.
What's one of your favorite stories about Essex? When
you're a
you're
lifer,
looking
right,
back.
Dawn?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Yes.
your family goes way back. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
My husband's family goes way back to, they came over on a ship called the Angel Gabriel. It hit a storm just north of Massachusetts, and it actually sank. But the families all got ashore, and several of them made their way down here. The Cogswells, the Choates, the Burnhams, the Stories, a lot of them were on that ship. And that is going to be one of the floats in the parade. One of the descendants is going to have a bunch of,
Neat.
Really interesting.
yes,
That's
the
a lot of
down
fun.
line on the float.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
And
so it's really
I'm
neat.
sorry. How have you seen Essex evolve in your lifetime to where we stand today?
Well, the interesting part about Essex is because we have so much marsh here, we haven't really grown as much as of a lot of places around us. So our tagline is 200 years old and still a small town. And Mother Nature has helped us to stay that way.
True.
We do have a lot of new people moving in, mainly because of the school system. So they come when their children are 5, and they don't know a lot of the history. So I and my committee have taken it upon ourselves to really try and educate people about the history. We have ongoing programs up on the 3rd floor of the town hall.
Town Hall's
every
gorgeous,
month.
by the way.
yeah, beautiful
It did come out
restoration.
really nice.
Yeah, it's lovely.
And we've really used the 3rd floor a lot. Right now we have a beautiful train display up there, which a lot of people don't even know the train used to come to Essex.
That's right.
We had
Right.
a huge ice business here. We had a shoe factory over here in South Essex that employed 105 people, and a lot of the women actually took projects home from the shoe factory and worked on shoes in their own houses and then brought them back.
And I remember, I've heard that there were hundreds of thousands of tons of ice
Yes.
transported by the railroad from Chabaco.
And supposedly it actually went to England because Queen Victoria liked Chabaco Lake ice.
It's amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I know there's all these fun stories that you've got.
And so we're really trying to put them out there. The month of November, we're going to have a lot of different people coming in telling different stories. It's been a lot of fun.
So what about the parade that's coming up? When
The parade
can you
is
tell
gonna
us about that?
The parade is on the 10th. Step off is at 10 o'clock in the morning. We're going to start right down here at the intersection of 7th Avenue and 133. We have the Shriners coming, and I don't know, they haven't been on the Cape Ann area for probably close to 50 years.
Right.
Really?
And they have 12 units coming. There's 3 bands. They have little golf carts that they
Yeah,
fix
right,
up like fire
right.
engines, and
I
it's
want
good.
one of
That
those.
part's going to
Yeah,
be a
it's
lot
really
of fun. And then we have 6 other bands coming. We have, I think we're going to have 20 floats from people in town and businesses.
So you want people from outside of
Oh,
Essex
yes.
to come down and celebrate with
We
you.
want a big crowd for the fireworks
That's
and the parade.
right. The fireworks and the parade back to back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to sleep very well on Monday morning, because on Sunday we have invited all of the people who are octogenarians
Yeah, I
and
was just gonna ask you
nonagenarians, which means they're 80 and 90. We actually have someone in town who's 105 years old.
Oh.
She's going to be
Amazing.
one of the Grand Marshals, Patricia Harrington. And then Randall Lane is going to be the other Grand Marshal, and he's 100. And he is a lifelong resident of Essex. So he has a lot of fun stories,
That's
too.
great.
Oh, that's
Well,
awesome.
Dawn, thank you so much for talking about
Thank
the
you
Essex
for having me
Bicentennial.
here.
Come on down to
Yeah.
the Essex Bicentennial and the website where you can find more
Right.
If
information.
you go to essexma.org, all lowercase, and click on under the committees and boards, the Bicentennial Committee, all of the events are listed there, and all of the details are there.
Yeah, and that website too. Once you land there, you see the
Yeah.
latest events right on the front
And if you have
page,
any
too.
questions that aren't answered there, my email address is there, and you can always email me, and I'll get back to you.
Awesome.
It's great fun to celebrate the different communities of Cape Ann. So congratulations on all this amazing
Thank you.
work.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks
I
so
have a
much.
wonderful crew working on this. I have to
We
give them
believe it.
credit.
That's great.
Big
Yes.
year in Essex.
I know,
Yes.
it's a big year. Thanks, Dawn.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Don,
Dawn.
so much. That was